This Family Life News podcast is made possible by the support of listeners like you.
Next on the 5 o'clock report.
The sheer cruelty is incomprehensible.
This was a big win for SpaceX when they really needed it.
At the end of the day, the customer is always right.
To those that have experienced loss, I'm so deeply sorry.
Now, let's go to the newsroom.
Mass shooting in Minneapolis. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Violence rearing its ugly head today at a Catholic school on the city's south side. Mayor Jacob Frey says there are no words to capture the evil of this unspeakable act.
And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. I'm so deeply saddened and I'm so sorry. These families have forever been changed and we've all been changed with them.
The chief of police, Brian O'Hara, says the gunman shot through the stained glass windows of the church where children had gathered to celebrate Mass early in the school year.
The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible.
The gunman was armed with 3 weapons, a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. He killed himself as cops rushed in. Fox News criminal justice analyst Paul Morrow.
But very clearly, this was something that was done with a great deal of intent and somebody who, did the research, who knew that this was going to be a location that was, for lack of a better term, and I apologize for this, target rich.
2 children are dead. They were 8 and 10 years old. Shot and killed while praying in a pew. 17 others were hurt, including 14 kids. 2 are critical. The gunman, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, also went by Robert and began living a transgender lifestyle 5 years ago. Israel on fire. 500,000 Jewish citizens taking part in nationwide demonstrations today. They're demanding an end to the war with Hamas. It's been raging for 2 years in Gaza. The call for peace comes as Israeli forces push forward with a takeover of Gaza City.
Accept the deal that's on the table to end the bloodshed that's going on.
Can't think of something more important than ending this pointless, endless war and bringing back the hostages.
U.S. peace envoy Steve Witkoff.
We think that we're going to settle this one way or another, certainly before the end of this year.
IDF forces striking a hospital in southern Gaza this week, killing dozens of Palestinians as well as 5 members of the media. Israel says Hamas routinely embeds themselves within civilian populations. A spectacular sight in the night sky over South Texas, marking a major milestone in the space race.
Translation being, this was a big win for SpaceX when they really needed it.
Reporter Marissa Paris of SpaceX completed a critical test last night of its massive Starship rocket. The groundbreaking mission has the ultimate goal of putting mankind on Mars. SpaceX founder Elon Musk.
We're aiming for ultimately thousands of ships to be built per year, which is what's needed in order to construct a city on Mars that is self-sustaining.
The 10th launch of the Starship rocket went off without a hitch. Musk wants to send a Starship rocket to Mars by the end of next year. SpaceX also heavily involved in the Artemis moon mission. Cracker Barrel cracks the folksy restaurant reversing course and bringing back its old-timer logo just days after ditching the image for a fresh, new, woke look. The move sparked intense backlash and sent Cracker Barrel stock plummeting.
I do think it's sort of surprising they did an about face, but at the end of the day, the customer is always right. That is the first rule of brand management.
Conservative podcaster Jennifer Say.
The fans of the brand rebelled. I don't know, did they not do consumer research? Did they not do it with the fans of the brand? The Cracker Barrel CEO and the chief marketing officer, they ignored the core customer at their peril.
Cracker Barrel employs 70,000 workers at more than 650 restaurants in 44 states. Friday marks the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
2 decades later, Hurricane Katrina remains one of the most devastating natural disasters in American history, killing over 1,800 people. Most of those deaths were in New Orleans, particularly in low-lying areas like the lower 9th Ward, after the city's levee system collapsed. All told, Katrina caused an estimated $125 billion in damage in 2005 dollars. The government's poor response led to a shakeup at FEMA, an agency still under scrutiny today. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Thank you, Rory. Still to come on the 5 o'clock report. Labor Day weekend weather, protecting New York's farmland, and mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania.
This is meteorologist Ken McKinley with our Family Life forecast. A fairly quiet situation as we head through this evening and tonight. A few lingering clouds in some central New York locations this evening, but otherwise clear skies overnight. Cool, well down in the 50s, some spots in the 40s. A cold front approaching tomorrow. That'll mean sunshine followed by clouds and some showers and thunderstorms moving into western sections of New York and Pennsylvania sometime during the afternoon and spreading a bit farther east through the evening. The showers may linger for a while as we head through tomorrow night. And then a bit of an unsettled day on Friday. Rather cool, only in the 60s. Clouds, some sun, and a couple of showers here and there, though not a lot of rain. The outlook for the weekend, it looks favorable for outdoor activities with a lot of sunshine and slowly warming temperatures from Saturday through Monday.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. Checking the stories making news across New York and Pennsylvania. A federal appeals court has ruled that Battleground, Pennsylvania, must count mail-in ballots with the wrong dates on them. It's a big win for Democrats in a years-long legal fight over voting rules in the Commonwealth. The GOP is likely to appeal that decision. New York school students head back to the classroom next week, and amid the start of a new academic year, the state's still reeling from a shortage of teachers. Specialized teachers at the middle and high school level are in short supply. Bob Schneider with the New York State School Boards Association.
There are things that are detracting some people not to go into teaching. A is one of them. There might be some other things out there that may maybe dissuade somebody to try to get into what I consider is a very noble profession, and we need teachers.
Schneider is urging districts to participate in the new Grow Your Own Teacher program. It encourages kindergarten through 12th graders to pursue careers in education. A shortage of school bus drivers forced Dauphin County, Pennsylvania schools to close their doors this week. The Susquehanna Township School District says 2 of its schools could not open on Tuesday because there were not enough bus drivers. New York Governor Kathy Hochul signed a new law requiring every college in the state have an anti-discrimination coordinator. Family Life's Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, Bob, these coordinators will work with students, faculty, and staff to address incidents of racial bias, anti-Semitism, or other forms of discrimination. The governor says the goal is to create a learning environment where no student has to fear for their safety while getting an education. The law directs New York's Division of Human Rights to develop training programs so colleges can enforce protections under the Civil Rights Act of 1964. It prohibits discrimination based on race, color, or national origin. Hochul calls the legislation a nation-leading step in combating hate on college campuses. Jeremy Miller, Family Life News.
Thank you, Jeremy. Syracuse University Chancellor Kent Syverud will be stepping down at the end of the school year. He's been head of SU for a dozen years. A Westfield, New York nursing home is shutting down in just a few weeks. Details on that from Family Life's Dee Haley.
Absolute Care of Westfield will close its doors on October 20th, displacing 66 residents and 113 employees. The McGuire Group owns the facility and reports months of lease negotiations with its landlord ended without agreement, forcing the decision to shut down. Employees were reportedly informed of the plan on Monday. The closure raises concerns for residents in a rural area where long-term care options are limited. The Westfield nursing home's closure will be the third in Chautauqua County since 2023. Dee Haley, Family Life News.
Thank you very much, Dee. A whistleblower in Pennsylvania claims the Shapiro administration retaliated against him after he raised concerns about elder abuse at nursing homes. Richard Llewellyn with the State Department of Aging alleges top brass at the governor's office thwarted his efforts to investigate failures in protecting older adults. from abuse and neglect. New York's reporting a decrease in gun violence in the larger cities across the upstate region, Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Rochester Police Chief David Smith says crime and poverty often go hand in hand.
The other thing that, folks need to realize is the police department, as a police department, we're never going to overcome the fact that Rochester is home to 4 of the 5 poorest zip codes in the state. There's a lot of socioeconomic factors that simply are beyond law enforcement and beyond what our capabilities are to influence.
Still, statewide, there's been a more than 20% drop in gun-related fatalities in New York's larger cities the past 12 months. NYSEG is building a new $122 million electric substation in Dansville, Livingston County. That project expected to boost energy capacity, grid resiliency, and reliability for thousands of customers in Dansville. A new state law in New York bans installation of natural gas hookups for all new home constructions. Takes effect the first of the year, meant to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But critics like Republican Congressman Nick Langworthy argue this rush to electrify will bankrupt families.
Ban the bans and protect New Yorkers' right to affordable energy for their homes. Because the American people should decide what kind of energy they want to use in their home, not a government bureaucrat.
Langworthy's Energy Choice Act blocks states like New York from banning natural gas hookups for new home constructions. The solar industry is gobbling up New York farmland, and it's concerning to agriculture experts. 364,000 acres of farmland were lost in New York between 2017 and 2022. According to the American Farmland Trust, the greatest land loss happened in 5 counties. They were Allegheny, Steuben, Wyoming, Lewis, and St. Lawrence counties. Experts say one of the major threats to farmland is the expansion of solar projects. State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli admits more must be done to protect New York farmland. A Pennsylvania convenience store is rolling out a tasty deal for the Labor Day weekend. Here's Family Life's Brian Query.
Altoona-based Sheetz is celebrating the opening of its 800th store with a tasty giveaway: 2 free hot dogs with any purchase. The offer runs from Thursday through Tuesday at all Sheetz locations and can be redeemed through the Offers tab in the Sheetz app, though extras and add-ons aren't included. The milestone 800th store officially opens Thursday in Raleigh, North Carolina. Sheetz says the celebration is also a thank you to loyal customers and another step towards its goal of opening 1,000 stores by 2028. Brian Query, Family Life News.
Thank you very much, Brian. And you're tuned in to the 5 o'clock report, a midweek edition on Family Life.
In Luke 12, Jesus reminds us that life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. Hi, I'm Rob West with a Faith and Finance Minute. That's a needed reminder in a world that constantly tells us otherwise. We're surrounded by messages promising that more money, more stuff, or more success will finally bring peace and fulfillment. But that's just not true. Scripture teaches that while wealth has its place, it can never satisfy the soul. Comfort isn't the same as purpose, and money can't offer lasting hope. Jesus offers something far better. In John 10, he says, "I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly." The abundant life isn't found in a bank account. It's found in Christ. He alone satisfies. And when He's our treasure, we are truly rich. Connect with a certified Kingdom advisor who's been trained to deliver financial advice that aligns with your Christian values by visiting our website, faithfi.com.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock report, the squirrel at Yankee Stadium.
This is meteorologist Ken McKinley with our Family Life forecast. A fairly quiet situation as we head through this evening and tonight. A few lingering clouds in some central New York locations this evening, but otherwise clear skies overnight. Cool, well down in the 50s, some spots in the 40s. A cold front approaching tomorrow. That'll mean sunshine followed by clouds and some showers and thunderstorms moving into western sections of New York and Pennsylvania sometime during the afternoon and spreading a bit farther east through the evening. The showers may linger for a while as we head through tomorrow night. And then a bit of an unsettled day on Friday. Rather cool, only in the 60s. Clouds, some sun, and a couple of showers here and there, though not a lot. lot of rain. The outlook for the weekend, it looks favorable for outdoor activities with a lot of sunshine and slowly warming temperatures from Saturday through Monday.
All right, Ken McKinley, thank you very much filling in for Kevin this week. Finally at 5, a squirrel that interrupted a Yankees-Red Sox game is getting his own baseball card. Michael Kastner has our report.
The squirrel ran onto the field during the fourth inning of Friday night's game at Yankee Stadium and interrupted play when it scampered onto the mound, and it got into a stare down with Yankee pitcher Max Fried. Now the Yankee Stadium squirrel has his own Topps baseball card, which shows it scurrying across the field. Squirrel! The card sold out quickly on the Topps website. I'm Michael Kastner.
All right, wonder what his batting average will be this year. Thank you, Michael. And just like that, we're out of time. That's our world. The world we live in. Wednesday, the 27th of August. I'm Bob Price. Family Life News.
Thank you for listening to this Family Life News podcast. If you've been encouraged by what you've heard, please share it with others and click the subscribe button to automatically receive future episodes. Family Life is a listener-supported ministry. Podcasts like this are made possible by your financial partnership. Find out more at familylife.org.